Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is episode 11 of the podcast, and I'm going to want to talk about some of the things that I love about living in Texas. Alina and I have been living in Texas now nearly 2 years, and it's been a great time that we're here. We bought our house nearly a year ago. Before that, we lived in an apartment in the Frisco area. And there are quite a few things that I really enjoy about Texas, and I thought I'd just share those all with you so you could get an idea. I've lived in several different places in the world already. Grew up in the UK for the first 28 years of my life. Then I moved to Sweden. While I was in Sweden, I started traveling much more extensively with my work, and I spent a bit of time living in China as well for a few months, and that was a super interesting experience. And then I moved here to the USA 2.5 years ago. Spent half a year in New Jersey before then coming down here to Texas, where the Tetra Pak main office is for the whole of Americas. So what is it that I love about living in Texas? Well, the first thing is the people. The people down here, super friendly, so nice, polite, really welcoming, really warm. I haven't really met a rude person since I was here, and everyone is super friendly. They have that sort of, maybe it's the Southern charm or maybe it's just a Texan charm, but everyone seems super open, super warm, super friendly, and super nice. We haven't experienced any of the things that maybe people would usually associate with the South, but maybe that's also because, we're in a particularly cosmopolitan part of Texas, being in North Texas in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and particularly in the North Frisco area. So there could be something in that as well. But yeah, the people we've met are super friendly. The other thing that I really enjoy about Texas is the barbecue. The barbecue is insane. I'd hardly ever tried barbecue before I moved to the USA. I think I had it once in New Jersey at a small place, but that's actually, I think, after I moved to New Jersey. I tried brisket for the first time, and it blew my mind. If you're into meat, guys, and you haven't tried Texas barbecue, or you haven't tried barbecue in general, slow cooked brisket, ribs, sausage, pulled pork, pork chops, sirloin, all that stuff that they smoke forever, which I know is not healthy for you, all those, whatever they are that they get from the smoke, which is probably not very good for you at all. You really have to try it. The barbecue is an experience here in Texas. You can go to the restaurant and you have to walk around. There's a restaurant called Hard Eight out in the Colony, which is about a 25-minute drive south of where we are. And you have to just walk around the barbecues. And then you come up to this station where the guy opens up a big barbecue and it's just got all of the meat there. And you choose and you pay by weight. It's amazing. I can't recommend it enough for anyone who's into their food and anyone who particularly loves eating meat. It's an absolute must, and it's just brilliant. It brings a smile on my face just thinking about it. I have to hold myself back from eating it so much. And that also connects me directly to point number 3 and the third thing that I really love about Texas, and that's the Tex Mex. The Mexican food here, or the Texican Mexican food, however you want to call it, is off the charts good. I've had some pretty good Mexican food in New Jersey as well. We were lucky to have an awesome Mexican restaurant very close to where we lived in New Jersey. And I've been to Mexico several times and experienced the local food there. The Tex-Mex food is on a different level. It has a level of sophistication which is awesome. You can go to some really nice sophisticated Tex-Mex restaurants. Something about chicken tortilla soup just drives me absolutely insane. I love it. And you can just eat tacos and burritos and enchiladas for days. It's awesome. Not the healthiest stuff and not the best stuff if you want to be losing weight. That's why I don't eat it so much anymore. As you guys know, I've been going through a bit of a weight loss thing myself, and I'm continuing to try and work on that. But I do love me some of the Tex-Mex food, that's for sure. It's insane. So that's number 3. Number 4 is the sunsets. If you've not been to Texas, it probably isn't something that you've seen, and maybe for some people it's not really that interesting. For me, I just get super excited about the Texas sunsets. Every time we get a good sunset, we're really lucky. You can't see out here, but just out here I've got the window to the front of the house, and we get the sunset right through this window. So we can watch the sunset from our front porch, and we can see it just set over the whole of Texas. It's just such a broad plain. There's no hills. It's quite a bland horizon, But then when the sun is coming down and there's a little bit of cloud in the sky, the way it can light up, it's just magical. And we had a sunset the other day where there was a cold front coming through, which unfortunately produced some tornadoes that then damaged some parts of closer to downtown Dallas. Fortunately, nothing around where we are. But it really just creates the most beautiful vistas. And even if you can watch it when the thunderstorms are coming across, you can just see them because there's a very flat horizon here. The distance you can view things that are up there is just insane, and the view is just incredible. So the sunsets, maybe a small thing, but it's something that I really enjoy. The other thing that I really enjoy is the rodeo. Now, I don't know whether you've all been to rodeo, but it's basically you go on a Friday, Saturday evening down to Fort Worth to the stockyards, and they have a rodeo on. And what that is they get some crazy guys who ride bulls. They do bull riding in the arena. They can do Mustang riding as well. Maybe you just saw a flash of lightning then. We've got a bit of a thunderstorm going past right now. And they like to ride the wild Mustangs, time themselves to see how long they can stay on. The girls come out on their smaller Mustangs and they do barrel racing. There's then also some sort of lassoing where they try to lasso the calves for time and tie up their legs and things. And they do some activities for the kids. It's a great night out and it's super fun because you just get to experience sort of the countryside life of Texas and what it's like. You know, we're there, we're not really country folk as it is here, but you're literally walking around real life cowboys and people who actually dress like cowboys every day. And that's awesome. And then the final thing that I really enjoy about Tetra Pak, love Tetra Pak. Think, Make, Start represents, by the way, for those of you who know. But the last thing that I really enjoy about Texas is the variety of things that we have available to us. Particularly here in North Dallas, we're spoiled with the amount of things that we have to do. We have the Star, which is the Dallas Cowboys practice facility. There's fantastic restaurants and shops around there. We've got things like the Shops of Legacy. We've got Frisco downtown. We've got old little towns like Pilot Point, Gainesville, Aubrey, Sanger. We've got the reservoirs to go fishing in. There is not a lack of things to do if you're reasonably creative with your time here. Sure, in the summer it gets very hot and you don't really want to go out very much, but you can drive over to the Star, you can park the car on the deck so it doesn't get heated up, and then you can walk straight into air-conditioned restaurants and air-conditioned shops, and it's awesome. So you can cope with the heat even though it's quite oppressive, but there is so much choice here and so much fun, and we haven't even really explored more towards Dallas because we've always lived a bit further north of it. So those are the things that I like about Texas. I hope you found them interesting. Please leave a comment below, like the video, like the podcast, subscribe if you haven't done already so you can get the updates. Click the bell notification so you'll get a notification into your phone whenever we go live, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.